It's me again, international best-selling author Quan Mills, and I'm back again with another Omegaverse-inspired ratchet soap opera. I got my husband and his daddy pregnant. I've been having many people reach out to me.
24-karat golden Labubu?
Yes, it is I, 24-karat golden Labubu, the only one in the world. I cost $200,000 to make.
I'm a mommy.
Mommy?
I'm a mom.
Mamacita.
I'm a dad, I'm a husband. You're not getting it, it's not clocking to you.
Latina baddies or snow bunnies.
Give it one of these right here. Yeah. Don't be scared of people, baby. Be aware of it.
Shut up!
Nature is beautiful, but you and me, we're not experiencing any of that. We're locked up in our rooms, trapped in a shitty job, or soul-crushing poverty. And when we do get free time, we waste it away on nonsense.
I'm a mommy.
What is Italian brain rot? Why was this a thing? Why are we throwing ourselves gleefully into the void of vapid nothingness? And even worse, acknowledging it as if it's something meaningful. We even did the meme, we got new slaves, but this time you get to give out intense personal information to corporations and have your slave log in via Wi-Fi from the third world. Isn't this an amazing time to live, like right now? Don't you just love being alive right at this moment? We chose this life so well. So today, to mitigate the decay and give ourselves some mental healing, I've read 2 books about nature to get us out there touching grass, and our first book is Jobs. We work them or not. Yes, as the temperatures cool, the leaves change colors, and the airs of homelessness, unemployment, and depression rebound, it becomes important to assess our situation. Are you happy? By the numbers? Fuck no. Did you fall in love? Again, no. Or get a job? Since we're in these trying times, I've read Lab Girl in hopes to help dissolve these bad feelings, as I feel that this book might offer us some beneficial knowledge. Lab Girl is a memoir by Hope Jahren that offers musings on nature, work, love, and as a side for the audiobookers out there, the strangest pronunciation of the word root I have ever heard.
Rats.
The book is a wonderful reflective piece that asks us to question our work and how we relate to it. They say to do what you love, but will what you do love you back? Being serious, in my experience, no. Jobs will work you silly and disrespect you to the highest tier and still leave you destitute. No to personal boundaries, no to ethical standards, no to reasonable expectations. And this misalignment between the very physical need of having to work to survive becomes even more aggravating when the work you do is an extension of your passions. For many, a job that you like doesn't matter because work is work. It's not supposed to be enjoyable. But for a lot of us whose careers evolved out of deep passion, this redirection is difficult to process, and here I think is where we can learn a lot from Lab Girl and nature. Individual trees drop tens of thousands of seeds every year, and of that only a few will survive long enough to take root. From there they will never move and are forced to make the best out of whatever environment they find themselves in. As they grow in their bodies, in their roots, you will find the stories of years of hardship, years of scarcity, years of degradation, all of this combined with a world that's increasingly hostile, thoughtless, and uncaring about its development. And through all of this, Lab Girl asks you to take a moment, to put your hand in the dirt and feel the humming of this damaged earth, listen to the cries of blue jays and admire the resilience of cactuses and understand that you're not alone. You've never been alone. Lab Girl teaches you to do the most honest, simple, pure thing, to love nature. It offers itself as a reclamation of the curiosity and the exuberance that pushed you to paint, dance, create. Because it understands that life can crush that part of you that still believes, that searches for wonderment and imparts a joy that is unbeaten by the pressures of this world. It's written by a survivor of it. And the advice here is for you to keep going, find that place of support. Maybe it's the calm quietude of a garden, or maybe it's friends or family. Feed your curiosity, discard that which takes away from you, and build that environment that is conducive to your growth, because as the author says, people are like plants. They grow towards the light. Poetry, yes, a thing you have not thought about in a decade, and yet it persists nonetheless. I do not read poetry because I'm not a nerd, but for this video I relented and thought, if we're returning back to nature, what is the most earthy, granola, yes babe, the Anuvik stay on type shit we could get into, and immediately became obvious that poetry fit the bill. And so, Blue Iris by Mary Oliver is where we went. And I know for a lot of you, reading was already a big ask, but hear me out. This is good though. Mary Oliver has become a poet of great interest to me because, very simply, she makes nature feel like a friend that's commiserating with you about pain, love, and longing. And let me be clear, I am not a spiritual person at all. I like my McDonald's, I like my Nintendos, and I love giving my all to support the struggling, desperate shareholders. I'm completely in love with this life and have no criticisms about it at all. But every now and then I need a book like Blue Iris to remind me what's on the other side. And to give you that feeling, I'll give you a little taste of what Mary Oliver's got cooking up here. Now that I'm free to be myself, who am I? Can't fly, can't run, and see how slowly I walk. Well, I think I can read books. What's that you're doing? The green-headed fly shouts as it buzzes past. I close the book. Well, I can write down words like these softly. What's that you're doing? Whispers the wind, pausing in a heap just outside the window. Give me a little time, I say back to its staring silver face. It doesn't happen all of a sudden, you know. Doesn't it? Says the wind, and breaks open, releasing distillation of blue iris. And my heart panics not to be as I long to be, the empty, waiting, pure, speechless receptacle. This was intense, and if you didn't feel that, 1, have some compassion! 2, then let's get into it a little bit more by doing some light poetry analysis. Now that I'm free to be myself, who am I? Immediately off the bat, the word free is striking. How is a life built where you have to escape to be yourself? That is not an inherent thing is concerning. With the comma, we get a separation, a breath, a space to highlight both and ask the most foundational philosophical question. Who am I? Can't fly, can't run, and see how slowly I walk. We're getting an image. We're in the field with birds chittering and the other animals racing, and separated off to take up the lion's share of the sentence, we muse about how slowly we walk. Is this an indication of age? Has it taken you this late in life to reflect? And leading with the first line, the weariness is large. And stating in the negative with Kant, greater separation is built that leads to a placating, well, I think I can read books. What's that you're doing? The green-headed fly shouts as it buzzes past. I close the book. There's a pressing, too close heaviness to this. We're unsettled. We think now the flies are shouting such innocuous statements at us, and we're retorting sharply back. And then we reach for comfort again, placating ourselves, but then looking over it again, wait. Weren't we reading before? It's unraveling, and the wind slides over to meet us at our window, asking the same questions. What's that you're doing? And our final step back, our final wall, our final separation against the elements, against nature in its totality. Give me a little time, I say back to its staring silver face. Doesn't happen all of a sudden, you know. And with the deafness of a bomb going off, it says simply, doesn't it? And we're engulfed in beauty, panic, chaos, anxiety. There is no hiding from yourself. There is no job, no relationship, no expectation that can deny the fact that you are a person and you demand one thing above all else: to be free. Now, you might think my analysis of this poem is some ass, but And that's why poetry is amazing. It's not made to be analyzed, it's made to be felt. It speaks the truth that you need, gives clarity to what you're feeling, and you don't need to 100% understand every single piece of it to get it. When I read this poem, I think about how I want to eat good food in foreign lands. I want to put my hands into the sea and feel its coolness fully. I want to say hi to my neighbors and feel that spark of kinship. I want to see the smiles of sunflowers and believe that here and now, in this moment, regardless of the everything that is going on, there is something glorious to be here. Now I know for a lot of you that is a little too fluffy, a little too fake, a little too love, eat, pray coded, and you want something more, you want some grit, so I'll give you a little bit more by showing you how the poem sometimes puts me into a fright. When it's past midnight where the bathos live, I wonder if you can even truly know the names of trees. Will I find myself in this attempt of fraud, searching for some transcendental experience that never comes, or worse, in that great debate of nature versus nurture, I am something that is unnatural, separated always from nature. I have sprung a leak, and all that age and tough times has emptied me of my compassion. I am incapable of being interested, being amused with the mundane. The flashing lights have sanded down my ability to think or honestly want more. I'm afraid to think of myself like those Japanese vases where their imperfections are supposedly a part of their beauty, but for me, I won't see it like that. It's a rash, an itch that cannot be scratched. It's deeper than that. It's primal, fundamental. I can see it, myself playing myself. Is it just something to be accepted? Do you just accept that? Is it enough? Will the bits that's broken, that's left over, just sit there, pounding over and over like a stressed heart in my head forever? That's fucking range, dog. That's important. That's what you want poetry to make you feel. And looking online, I've seen so many different interpretations of the poem, like this one lady who related to being about motherhood, and how when you create life, that life can feel like it supersedes your own, but the struggle is that you are still a person who demands agency and self-purpose. And when I showed my friend this poem and my understanding of it, he related to it in similar, albeit less misanthropic way, where he saw nature's distractions to be analogous to media, and how sometimes, even when the content is informative, by the very nature of these platforms, it betrays itself so much that it feels like it's getting more from you than you from it. I am not a sensationalist person. I think there is an unbelievable positive quality to being online, playing games with my friends and building communities with people thousands of miles away. But I wonder if this is not an additive relationship but a transactional one, where we forsake connection to the outdoors for something we don't fully understand. We're the first group of people to have such a relationship with technology, and I wonder if the group of geriatrics that lead us fully understand what consequences that will have. Are we on a spit-slow drudge into the dark, making thinly veiled jokes about robots as AI rushes into the room with the grace of a bull on skates? I wonder if I'm supposed to have any optimism for any of this. I don't have any answers for this, I don't know, but what I do know is that I've been reading more this year and that feels good. I've been outside more this year and that feels good. And so my plan is to follow that good feeling and see where it takes me.